The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another, his mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said,
"I'll eat you up."
So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around.
Now I slip out of my bed now and step into private boat.
And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max. And he sailed off through night and day, and in and out of weeks, and almost over a year to where the wild things are.
Come on, Daddy.
And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws until Max said,
"Stop! Be still!"
and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all.
No, you say
The most wild thing of all.
the most wild thing of all.
And made him king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max,
Let the wild rumpus start! It was jump around.
and then Max said,
Stop!
and he sent the wild things off to bed without
Now you
their
go
supper.
down on that.
And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, Patrick, what did they say? Please don't go.
Please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so.
But Max said,
No.
the wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye
Goodbye. Goodbye.
and sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day and into the night
It's my turn to sail on
of his very own bedroom,
Sail. Sail. I'm sailing.
where he found his supper waiting for him,
And it was still hot.
and it was still hot.